super middleweight championship of the world fight between Andre Ward and Chad Dawson. Just looking at this fight, like I said in my preview to those who saw it, I thought Ward was going to win the fight. I just thought anything Dawson was going to do wasn't going to mean anything. And I thought it was going to go the full 12 rounds, as it looked like it was going to before the result happened. Great victory for Ward. Dawson comes down and wait to fight him for his title. And, round by round, it just looked like Ward was just getting the best of him. Round one was like a feel-out round. I gave it slightly to Ward. Round two at first it was a tough round to score, but Dawson, he landed 4 good right hand shots, and I thought Dawson won the second round. Round 3, Ward knocks him down with the left hand. Round 4, he knocks him down again, and at that point I thought Ward could have finished him, but he chose to back off. Round 5, Ward outboxed Dawson again. It was just more of the same. Round 6, Ward just giving Dawson a beating at this point. It was nothing Dawson could do that Ward didn't see coming. Round 7 again, Ward just outboxed Dawson. And I think round 7, Dawson didn't even land any punches in that round. Round 8, Ward's infighting. I mean, wow. There's nothing more you can say. The uppercuts, round 9, Ward just beats down Dawson some more. Me personally, if I were a ref, I would have probably seriously considered stopping the fight at this point because Dawson was just taking a beating. He was. Round 10, Ward got him hurt, finished him off, knocks him down the third time in the fight. And Dawson just honestly looked at himself and said, no, I don't want any more. He quit. I think it was the right thing for him to do because it wouldn't have made sense for him to get up and take more of a beating. So he did the right thing and, stopping the fight himself. Like I said about Dawson, not landing hardly any punches. Out of the 10 rounds, he was in single digits every round. Like I said, I think in the 7th round, he landed no punches. In the 6th, I think he landed 1 punch. CompuBack's numbers. Ward, 155 of 418. 37% landed, whereas Dawson was 29 out of 187 for 16%. Wow, that's just to Ward's defense, and he just took everything away from Dawson. And I don't, like I just said, Ward, he is a complete fighter. I can't say that about any fighter for the last 20 or maybe 30 years. He is just a complete fighter. He can do it all. Fight from the outside, fight from the inside. Excellent defense, offense. He can do it all. And when he's ready to turn it on, he can do so. Where does Ward go from here after this fight? I have no idea. I don't know who's left for him at 168, and he just beat the light heavyweight champion of the world, even though Dawson did move down. I don't know who there is for him to fight next, and I give credit for Dawson to take this fight because he did move down to challenge Ward, so I do give him credit. I give Ward even more credit for taking this fight because after the Super 6, you would think maybe he would take an easy fight, being that he fractured his hand in the Froch fight. He goes out and fights another tough opponent. More fighters on the resume. Like I said, Ward is a great fighter. He's an A-level fighter. And right now with the resume he's got, he's definitely on his way to being a future Hall of Famer. He has more chapters to write, of course, but I'm saying right now, he's on his way to being a future Hall of Famer. So, like I said, out of 10 rounds, I gave Dawson 1, which was the second, not the first, like Harold Letterman did. I gave Dawson the second round. So, that was that as far as that. Now, as far as the undercard, Klitschko versus Char, it didn't even make sense to even watch that fight. Klitschko just beat on him, got him cut, and then the ref stopped the fight. Or the ref or the doctor stopped the fight. And that's what it was. The Klitschkos are victims of their own dominance. They cleaned out the division. there's no one left for them to fight, so they end up fighting whoever's. I just leave it at that. And in the other fight, DeMarco versus Molina, I thought that was going to be like a shootout fight for the lightweight title. And it turned out DeMarco hit him one punch with the left hand, and Molina stumbled back. He went up against the ropes and I think he had his butt on the bottom rope. And he did nothing but covered up. The ref stopped the fight. Me personally, I would have called it a knockdown to see what would have happened afterwards. But, hey, it was the ref's decision. Molina put himself in that position for that to happen. So all I can say was even though it was a questionable stoppage, good win for DeMarco. Now, I would love to see DeMarco fight Brawner. If Brawner wants that fight, that would be a good fight. They're both on the Golden Boy banner, if I'm correct. I'm not sure if DeMarco is. But that would make a good fight. You could test Brawner to see where he's really at. And DeMarco, he said he don't care. He would love to fight him tomorrow, whatever the case. It would make for an interesting fight. So, that's my views on that. Leave your comments, so just let me know what you think, good or bad. And I know there was another fight on today. There was Tomas Adamek who was fighting some fighter. I didn't see the fight. To those who did, leave comments and let me know what happened with that fight. All right, then, later.